India would be good, I bet. Yeah, what's the name of that though? Unbelievable.
That's the JFK March.
John F. Kennedy?
Yeah. John
Nice.
And you go with the B flat minor. D7.
Back to D, Ed. Ed, back to D. I didn't get it. D. Full song. Beautiful. JFK.
Even if you went into the A.
Forget, I haven't practiced with this thing in a long time.
Oh, and B flat would be.
Oh, shit. That box is in good shape, huh?
Yeah, that's B flat now. E flat would be.
Tough key, huh? What, we gotta change it?
I'm an E flat. Ah, see? F
sharp 7?
No.
F diminished?
C7.
Yeah.
And we went to about 6 or 7
Tense,
keys.
I wanted it tense.
Yeah.
I love that. Circus is tense, circus tense. Hey, you know what you wanna hear? I wanna hear
Yeah, tense. You can't get, you gotta get the range.
Jeez, you know what I wanna hear? Darling Ed on this little one.
On this one?
Darling Ed, yeah.
Am I looking at this camera?
You're on, yeah. You wanna go on the other one?
No,
on
that's all right.
stage.
No, that's all right, leave it on.
That's fine.
get
Yeah, it
anything
is.
on it.
Now you want to see it. Look at the shape of this head.
Oh, that's
Same place. Sit over there. Try this box. I fixed this up at all. Good shape, I think. A couple of reeds got to be tuned, but
This is old.
49.
This is an old box.
Fix the, yeah, get the mechanism on
Did
there.
you use Ken Lebowski's new straps?
I haven't tried them yet, no. He showed me, but I haven't had a time, I haven't had a chance to buy any, you know.
He's got a few different sets.
Offset, right?
Now it's my idea to cut this back this way here,
Uh-huh.
and bring it back. Then he's got one that here.
You're
Now
kidding.
you see it comes way back here,
Helps
way back
support
here.
the wrist, right?
Then he has the regular standard size. He's
Right.
got about 4 different
Try
models.
this box. Listen to the
Needs tuning. Did you ever notice how nice the bass is on the E
tone.
flat?
Yeah, why? Is your switch all the way in? Check it. There you go. Now you're on full. You were halfway. Listen to the tone. Not bad, huh?
You see, you got a high read on the bass.
Beautiful. Right. Yeah. You know what's funny? How do you think you try it? Shake it out.
No, I want to try to see what I can,
Need some tuning. But it's in good shape. Tight, Ed.
Huh?
Tight.
Way tighter than the one I got.
Yeah.
Mine leaks over there. This does a little bit.
A little slight, but not
Yeah,
much.
See?
Yeah, not much though. There's a couple of corners, but it's in good shape. Good shape.
No mics, huh?
They put it in front.
Oh,
Where they put it? Right here.
Who
Who
did
the- I
that?
don't know. Carpick maybe.
The bass is off.
A little bit, yeah.
Does this slip?
A little bit, yeah. Slight. noticed it needs some tuning.
Ah,
You notice?
shut that up.
It's got a good, it's got a...
Yeah, she rattles.
It's pretty good, yeah. Maybe touch tuning, huh? A lot.
More.
More than that?
A little more than two. If you took this to, I don't want to tell you the
What,
city.
tell me.
Now,
That's
they
gonna
charge
cost
you
me.
$400 to $500 for it.
Oh, forget it then. I'd rather just keep it and play it at the house. Yeah, I know it's a couple of reeds on it. See, I never heard
That's
that.
not on, is it?
No.
Carpick at the end was somewhere around 4 something to tune it, complete tuning.
What a star one.
And another guy, I don't know, another guy was 5 something.
500.
Let me get used to this a little bit.
Put it on high, Ed. Flip it on high, you'll hear it.
It's too pingy.
Yeah, it is.
If you play stuff,
Yeah. You hear the drizzle.
I'll show you something.
Yeah, higher octave, right?
I'll raise that. You ever heard of
Pretty though, pretty.
things in the doorway in the window
Yeah.
when they tingle, tingle, tingle?
That's what it
That's
sounded
it.
like. That's what you said. High E flat's no good though. Nice.
Yeah, Sonny likes that.
Yeah,
He
Sonny.
like, oh, listen to that. He thinks
He loves it.
it's great. And
Yeah.
there's nothing hard to it.
No, it's chromatic. You're great. And everybody sees it. I do a little and everybody thinks that you're
You
doing
see,
it.
the thing is, Ray, is the quality that comes with the playing comes with what Metzler used to say, and I learned from it, is maturity. That takes years and years. See, Brian doesn't have that. He has a good touch. He was sitting right here, and when I played for him, he was amazed.
Yeah, right.
And he's, holy Christ, really I can't do it. I said, well,
Really?
you're not here to bum rap him. He plays great. He's a damn good player.
Right.
You're a damn good player. But what I'm trying to say is, Brian is going to take him so many years to get really maturity in the feeling. He's playing the box way the fuck out
I
there like
heard.
this.
You know, I told you Bernhardt twice. The bellows were fucked up.
And little Richie, you know, with this stuff from Jersey Island
Oh,
there,
man.
and Yeti Shima stuff. This is not playing. This concertina, well, Hank and Max, they strap them up, you know.
Right.
A concertina to me, yeah, right?
Yeah, they're like this.
It's supposed to be played on the left.
Why does Maxie like that? Always.
I don't know. Maxie always liked accordion. He had one that made like accordion. I said, if you want to play an organ, accordion, I don't go for none of that
Beck
shit.
made that accordion look like an accordion. Remember that concertina with the...
In 1930 something, Glass had that.
Yeah.
Glass had one.
Glass
Oh,
had
that's
it?
good.
Who, the old man made it?
Sure.
Holy right.
Now here's a nice chord.
Wait, here it
See that?
is. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something.
You know, I'll tell you, I play an F to sound good in F
Oh, yeah.
position. Because it rarely was played, not played in that position.
Huh?
It wasn't played too much in F.
When you take it apart, you can see.
Yeah, right.
You'll see where all the heavy playing is in the middle.
A and D.
And
A.
all the way up in here,
Yes.
it's just like brand new.
Yaki died.
Absolutely. Kai Carbonari used to show me the boxes. He said,
Like,
this guy couldn't play. He said, I took your box apart. He says, every goddamn button was
Right.
hit. Well, see?
Right.
Benny Carter played like that from Milwaukee. When you played his box, it was so loose, tight, but so loose and springy.
Like a goosey, yeah.
He played the shit out of the box all around, see?
Yeah, right,
Sure.
yeah. E flat, F, he played all over.
Now, if you play in F, it's so beautiful now.
And play it. Nice on the high.
See, that's
Yeah.
quality. That's feeling. Well,
See, the thing about you, though, because you were telling me before, you used to listen to Quartucci, to Metzler, to Stacy, all these guys, and you pick stuff up. And
no,
it
wasn't that.
Not picking it up, but learning different things in theory.
No, Manny Quartucci, I just know a few times from Star. That's all. Metzler was always locked up. I
see
never
what that does is
heard
that your mind was open, though. You weren't closed and say, I'm only going to listen to Zima.
No, that's right. But I listened to guys play Dixieland. There wasn't so much concertina.
Yeah, bro.
Because when I heard concertina, Joe to me was one of the few that made sense. The rest was shit.
Right.
This thing ain't on now.
No. You were right, yeah, listen to the Dixieland, big band music.
And Dick Jurgens and Benny Goodman. And all I heard, and these guys at concertina, to this day, if I see there's a good accordion man, a good trumpet, or good, like Frankie Carl, I got his album.
Oh yeah, Frankie Carl.
Jesus Christ, I got it for a quarter, 5/78 in a leather bound thing, and they got scratches in there. But I went with Frank Barrett, I think, to Wilmette or somewhere, in a Protestant Church of Luther, and they had it on sit. And one record I bought for a dime, and I got that album for a quarter.
Yeah, a quarter.
To 5. And he calls Frankie Carl and his girls. Diane.
What do you play? Piano, right, Ed?
Piano.
Carl. I got an album at home.
Yeah,
you made one.
Frankie Carl.
Have you got any of his?
Yeah, I got
regular album.
Yeah,
Frankie Carl.
Yeah. And Diane and Charmaine and all this blue down it. And he plays them in the foxtrot. Like you play this one here. Like that. Or Diane.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't copy his stuff. He's
Yeah, that's right, but he's got that nice beat.
But I like to hear different players, accordion, or if it's button accordion, or if it's trumpet. Now, I went with Steve Dwell, his wife, and her sister to hear Myron Florin. Let me tell you, Steve, I don't give a shit what you say with Steve, he's going to be honest.
Yeah, always. All the time. Why is he like that?
Over the phone.
I argued with him about a simple thing like Yankovic. Every time I said, Steve, most of the stuff Yankovic's E flat up. You're wrong. You're wrong. He's an A. I said, Steve, you're wrong. I couldn't argue against him all night.
I found out the best thing. Don't argue. See, don't bring up music. I figured, should I call him? I said, fuck. I got a bill today for $27 on the phone. That's too much for me. I scream when I get there. What the fuck? Then I see I had 179 calls out of range, you know.
Steve,
and it could be Steve, and you know, you get under an hour and a half. Now when he calls, I'll stay on with it for 2 hours. But when I call, I say, Steve, I gotta get going.
He's talking that long? Ooh.
Don't mention music.
I know.
Fucking tense. Let me tell you, tense. And me and a regular kid, he says, Ed, you played in tents and in attics and basements and big halls. I says, yeah, taverns, tents, you know, tents. Fuck with the tents. I use the tents, but I put it in with 3 notes.
Right.
If you go, you know. That's all, but I went.
The chord, up on the chord.
That's the only time it's really nice. But he likes that Josation. Something like that.
Baby doll, yeah.
You know,
Joe wrote it out, yeah, remember? And that's all he plays.
Al hates that.
Al, yeah, he hates that, yeah.
He hates the tents.
Regner hates it. It does. It sounds discordish a little.
No, I told him, I says, they hate bellow shakes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
says, listen, when Maniaci puts in a bellow shake, I says, I try a bellow shake on the concertina for one simple reason. To give me more control of the bellows. You see, I'm not trying to show off and go stuff like that. But for instance, if you play a song like this now.
Nice.
You can do that.
I never thought of
That's
it.
not showing off. And then Al says, well, what do you call that? I says, well, that's a wrong bellow shape because it's a discord.
Correct.
But you can fuck around, Al. It's cute, and you can fool some people. And some guy says, like you says, I never saw that, Chief. And I says, and at the same time, I got to learn too that when I was doing it this way, that if I cocked the box over a little bit this way, it just went like this.
You're able to control it?
Control it a little better.
Uh-huh.
Now, I showed many guys that do this like if you play.
Right, Winchester. I know what you're saying. Okay, it's a glissando, isn't it?
I tried to show that to Millie and that. I showed it to Byron.
Millie does it once in a while.
Who does?
Millie will try to do it.
Is that right?
She'll try. I heard her do it, I think. I heard her do it maybe once on Ellie Cat. She'll do it at like on a unless she's saying it out of her mouth, you know.
Well, oh yeah, she does it out of her mouth.
I think so. It sounds like a box.
No,
but
she never did this on her.
No, I don't think so.
Then I had one with the
Hey,
old...
where did you look? The tremolo bit. There's a big thing. Uncle Sonny used to tell me. Sonny said, oh, Lash and I are the ones that we used to always do that. We're the only ones that used to do the tremolo stuff. Nobody used to do that stuff, you know. With the finger and, you know, the
depending
tremolo
on how I'm feeling, you know what I mean? Well, for instance... Song.
Take these chains.
Al Regner's arrangement.
Right.
Baby, your arrangement.
Whatever. Yeah.
Arrangement.
That box ain't bad in F. It sounds a lot better in F, you notice?
It's got a cleaner sound.
Oh, D is Yaki Daki. That was a Yaki Doc box.
B flat is dead.
I want to hear the B flat, Ed, yeah.
This is
Now this is yours, right, Ed?
Huh?
This is yours.
Yeah. But these still are the greatest amps to me.
Oh, yeah.
This is this little amp. Here's what I was showing you about that, you know, that. I get mixed up with the keyboard now.
Yeah, it's fine. I can pick it up. I got low light anyways. Terrific. Where'd you get this one now, Ed?
This was Regner and Steve Ralph.
Did I give you that Carnival of Venice? Joe's arrangement of that?
No, I don't think so.
Look, here's the original. You're gonna die when you see this thing. Look what Joe wrote it up in. Look what he did with that. He wrote it up in, what the hell key did he write it in? Tempo primo. Corny, isn't it, Ed?
Yeah, I don't know how.
He's got that goo. I don't know why he wrote it that way. It's actually, I've been working on this, Ed. I've been working on this from Joe. Joe wrote this. This is a good song, that Turkish march. Remember I sent that to you?
Oh yeah, I had this.
Remember?
Yeah, but I had this also written from the old days.
Really? From the old days? I gave you a copy of this, didn't I?
No, I don't think so.
I gave you a copy that I thought. Take that copy.
Oh, wait a minute, I just want to see.
Joe wrote it in 2 keys. G and A minor.
Oh, yeah. But I want to see that. Don't hide that one yet.
All right, no, I got another copy for you. I got copies for you. You sure you don't have this? I sent this to you.
No.
Should I shut that off?
Yeah, shut that off because
You don't need it now. It's
that's C. Now F.
started 7th.
D7. I never played in that key. Never played in this.
Beautiful. Never played in that
Never
key?
played in
You
that
got
key.
stereo hooked up in there, Ed? Is it
Yeah,
stereo?
stereo.
Man, that sucker sounds good.
Sure.
Jesus, those old
You
magnetones.
got that on? Shut us down and just,
I'll shut her off. Yeah, I know. 30 years.
You know what I mean? Huh?
Yeah. Oh, man. No wonder Sonny likes that. He plays that all the time,
Yeah.
like Joe. He said, I got to play like Lash.
Yeah, well, I used
Jesus,
to do
you
it.
got to work on that because I want you taping that. That's going to be on the tape next time.
What?
Lady of Spain, work on that sucker. Joel's
I
arrangement.
don't care for it then.
Why?
No.
Oh, that's a good one. I think. Joe, Ed, you got, look at what Joe did with whispering on this. Look what Joe did with, screw around on it, forget that, but look what Joe did with whispering. With the trick, it's hard to read because the fucked up copy. It's real hard.
You should have taken the pen and go over the number.
Yeah, but no, the machine was shit. I got the original. I got the
but you
original.
can go over this.
Right. It's hard to read. Wait, this one may be easier to read. Goofy, isn't it? Joe wrote?
I like mine better though.
Yeah, so do I. Oh, I like yours, yeah. I don't like Joe really played that more jazzy, isn't it?
It's to me, it's like the old,
It's
real
like
old
road,
fashioned.
yeah.
Real
Play
old
whispering, Joe. Yeah, play it the way you play. You play it. I like it the way you play it, yeah.
Want to put that on there for yourself? On the tape?
Hold it. Okay, go ahead. G to C to D or what?
C to G to D back to G.
Jeez. Hey, no, before you forget.
Changing
for Joe.
Huh?
For Joe. Joe stuff I got for you. I'll keep that on the side.
I'm going to put this stuff. You see, when I start making clinkers, then I don't feel like,
forget clinkers, yeah. This tape you got to watch.
Yeah.
The clinkers are good. German beer garden.
I'm going to
play something else. Waltz. screwed up again. You
Yeah.
were right in the middle. Like, damn it. No, that
Is
was
that
bad.
on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like to be dressed up and all that.
Right.
That's off.
Way off.
Can't do it on this keyboard. You got small buttons, see?
Oh really?
You got very small buttons. I just bought a set from a guy going out of business, a friend of mine. He made the Echo concertina. Stan Euler.
Oh yeah, you were telling me.
Had a bad heart operation.
Tell me he gave you those for nothing, remember?
No, I bought them.
You did buy them, huh? Remember he's trying to push them on you for nothing, remember? Or something. Weren't you saying something about somebody gave you buttons that had donated or something?
No, this guy.
He refused to take your money or something?
Buttons will go $50 a set today. So he sent me. How the fuck did it go? 52. And I asked him.
Right.
I asked him for 6 extra, and he did send 6 extra, but he marked on the bag 8.
Right.
Now he marked the bag 60 buttons, but I got 58.
Right.
I got I'll show them to you.
Uh-huh.
They're the ones that I had on my old box that was stolen with the gold inlay.
Oh yeah, right.
And he sold his stuff now to Star, and I think he's showing them how to double inlay the buttons. You would do a better job, or maybe Kat Lebowski. I wouldn't fuck around with it. I could have done it.
Double inlay.
Yeah. But I was telling Steve about it, and I think I showed Steve the button where you got the outside collar. Here's the button, right?
Yeah.
Then you got the inlay. Well, where that gold inlay is in, it should be the same distance from the edge completely all around. And you have to have a tool that holds that son of a bitch rigid, that when you make that fucking collar sink into the button, that it comes completely around even.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard.
Some of his are
a little off.
A little thin at one edge and wider at the other.
Yeah, it's tough. Paddock had a good way they did it, right in the center all the time.
Well, that's right. That's it. So did
He's got a set of those buttons. You saw those. The old Paddock green.
Yes.
He's got 3 or 4 sets only. These are going on special boxes. I don't know. He found them somewhere. The old Paddock green. Like on that one, just like that.
Must have had them are beautiful
That's
buttons.
right. You better believe it. Wally's got a set. He said he's only going to go on the special boxes.
I bet you that's 6 and 8 inches across.
Could be, huh?
From the low F to the high.
More. Yeah, it's a bigger diameter. They used to call semi-condensed keyboard, right?
Well, no, semi-condensed was 5 and 5/8, 5 and 3/4.
Yeah.
6 and 8 is the old style.
That's 6 and 8, you think?
I would think so. Unless they brought it down a little for that keyboard.
I don't know. They're a lot longer, yeah. Look at... Oh shit, yeah, wait up. What a difference in spread. I bet you got 6...
That's why I had trouble.
Yeah. What am I doing? Look at this.
That's a hard playing box though, you know.
Yeah, is it, you think?
Yeah, it's not that I should say it kills me. It don't handle like this one. You see, a single ring. Now, if you're going to poke too hard, it's going to choke.
It does, yeah. I'll play and see you playing what? Play your polka. I'll play in C position. Playing G. Oh, this is not going to work.
Why? Can you play an F on there?
Yeah.
Play something in F then.
Oh, I'm limited. I'm playing F. Baby doll in F. I gotta play an E flat. Yeah, it's better that we gotta match. No, we should match the quads, right? Ed, let's match the quads. You're going with it unless you want to play.
Right.
Match the quads. I'm having trouble because I'm not practicing.
Neither am I. See how nice
I'm going to
that
shut
sounds,
this thing
though?
off. What?
Shut that fucker thing off because I don't look.
This is only for me to review. I'm not going to give this to
No,
nobody.
I know it, but I don't want it to go on the tape because
It's not. I'll shut it off then. All right. What do you want?
now
now?
you got the E flat. Now where do you play that E flat on?
E flat position. What do I
No,
do?
when you play it, what key do you play?
What keys? Any keys. Most of the time.
Play the keys that
C,
you play.
G, D
All right.
position, A.
Go ahead.
No good.
Yeah, but I'm getting fucked up between that Yankovic song and another one.
We're
that's
playing Bye Bye Baby with Baby
That's
now.
right. Yeah. We're going back to Bye Bye Baby.
I know.
Wait, she's
What the hell? Go.
You know,
What key did you? You just tell me the key
I
now.
went into the
See, the problem is,
second
you know what?
B
We're
flat.
close. You know what would be the screwiest thing that I've had it done before? I'm playing, a guy's playing a B flat, I pick the E flat, and we're different pulling. Everybody's looking. You're playing
Well,
it
you
in.
don't look at that because you
No, but the guys are, you're pulling. I said, we're just transposing, you know.
Right.
Play that again. We got to play it again in that
I'm
key.
trying to find out how you play Baby Doll.
Just play baby, play regular baby doll.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing.
One more time. Oh man. Go see. Bad key. Gotta play F. Go to F.
I wouldn't see. You said
See, I'm forgetting because I think you got an A box, you
I
know?
was see. I went
See, I confused that. I'm playing that Bye Bye Baby with that.
Too, son of a
Fucking
bitch.
it up. I'm fucking it up.
I no, I need to. I
Hey, these
played
boxes don't sound bad together.
that- No, but I went that. Oh, there's a trick. They sound good together.
Why?
Now, if you take two E flats or two B flats, they won't sound as good as that and
Right. Why is that? That's like you
Well-
were telling me at the C box. The tone, you take a guy playing B flat in A position, a
With
B
an A
flat
flat.
box, he comes out right. He's coming out in G, but a guy that plays in G, the A box sounds better. Is that right?
this. Absolutely.
Isn't that odd?
If you play an F or B flat on the A box,
Uh-huh.
it's much prettier than to play in C position and get B flat here.
Yeah.
Now you would go.
Now what I go? I'm playing sound like it. F. What are we coming out?
You played in G, we're coming on B flat.
Holy mackerel! Yeah, that position B flat. You're right. You're playing in what? You're playing in B flat position.
To give me A flat.
We're coming out A flat.
Yeah. No. Wait a while.
No, we're coming.
Yeah. Hit your first note. What are you playing now?
In F position.
All right. F. Yeah. F is giving you 4 flats.
4 flats,
and
A
I gotta
flat.
play in B flat.
We're coming out in A flat. Yeah. Holy mackerel!
So that's nice.
Flats are nice, yeah. Modulated to what? Now your octaves, you can go way up and split them. I should be better in F position. Right, yeah, you don't. And follow me. And keep. You didn't change? I heard you.
I changed that chord.
You don't like that chord?
No,
Why?
I changed that from the record.
Why?
I didn't like it. I played it very well. Wait, let me get back to that. Let me get back to.
Oh, your key, yeah. Yeah, right. It's a diminished, isn't it?
So I changed it this.
Plain.
Wait.
I like it the regular way. I like it the D diminished.
Yeah, but that gets away. That gets more or less away from the polka.
From the polka, yeah, it does, because people think then.
Yeah, that's right. That's
we'll go to the next part. We'll go to.
Yeah, I changed.
What key were you in then? Trying to match the
well,
up.
now
I'm not thinking fast
I'm
enough.
playing in C position.
So I'll come out playing A.
No,
playing A to come out C.
No, but I'm playing in B flat. I'm playing.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm playing G. Lash, Eddie Lash's polka. They say, where did you get that? I said, where did you get that? Eddie wrote that up a long time ago. You know who wrote it out for me when I first started in box? Sonny. Uncle Sonny said, start playing this. You know, that's where I like to play. Everybody loves that number. I said, whose number? It says Eddie Lash's polka. You know?
Put that box down just a second.
Go ahead.
Now, don't put that fucking machine on there. I don't want that machine on because...
Wait, it's off. Wait. I didn't have it on.
Keep it off.
Okay.
But you got that son of a bitch on.
It's off, look. You can't see it.
Listen, you
There's
always
no-
heard that La Paloma. See how much fuller it is? Better, isn't it?
Rich.
60 years I played the concertina copiers.
What key, Andy?
Hey,
Nice.
that's playing solo.
What'd you modulate? To F bed?
B flat.
Holy
You see,
mackerel.
Now when you play a concertina alone, and the guy comes in and sees you playing like I played in Minnesota,
Uh-huh.
and 800 people came to it. I got $100 for an hour. That was 25 years ago.
Holy
1 hour.
mackerel.
But Louis Banks, not Wally Banks, Louis Banks, he was the next con. He had a twisted nose. Played some concertina. He says, I'll give you fucking $100, but I waited till I was going to New Ulm. Then I called him in March. I says, in July I'm going to New
I'm
Ulm.
ready.
Good, we'll print tickets. So they sold tickets, and then they had a 6 or 8 piece polka band. Good band. And I think he played some concertina in the band. He says, then they had my name all over the hall, Eddie. And they says, and mix them up, Lash. We got all the polka bands we want here. We got German and Polish. Let's get something else.
No yaki, Doc.
No shit, even in New Ulm. And this fucking Banks had Dino. He's full of shit. Harold Laffenmacher asked me to, when I came to New Ulm, I've been there many, many times, 10, 12 times. He says, where's Lash? He come into, Brown store, the old store. Where's Eddie Lash? He was a tough son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He was tough. He was 82 when he died.
Yeah.
I asked the band why they put up with it, supposedly. He says, he'll lock you in a hotel and kick the fucking shit out of the whole orchestra.
You're kidding,
I
Harold?
said, no shit, Harold? With that pot belly?
Yeah, with that.
He says, can that fucker fight? Can he hit? He hits you, you fucking elbow, you get dizzy when he pounces. You gotta play. He wanted me to take Christy Hengel's place at when I was 28 years old. Hengel was just starting out making concertinas.
Right.
And I was in Sauk City, Wisconsin.
Sauk City, Wisconsin, yeah.
And Prairie du Chien was next door. Years later, I went back there to the same town, and Kuka, records was there.
Right.
He come in and he say, play Latin music, Lash. That's what I said, fucking German shit. Right in front of the people. Harold Offenbach.
Harold said, play that.
I'm tired of that German and Polish shit, for Christ's sake. And honk, honk, honk. He says, for Christ, I get that on the road every goddamn day.
Right.
And I would play him this. But I play it 4 times as fast. Then I would go, right from there I'd go. And I would go then. Oh yeah. I played all that fucking shit. But the hands were good then, see?
And Lapo Macro saying, forget that German shit.
And there's German guys, you know. And
they're
well, boy, you know, that's good music, you know. And fucking Banks sitting there tuning his nails, you know, and
yeah, right.
he's a lousy prick in my book.
Yeah, I never knew that.
I have to laugh when he was telling the old Lash has had it.
He's had it. That's right. See, he saw that
when
tape.
You tell that guy.
Wally and I said, listen to this tape of Lash, and then Banks is sitting there. We're at the kitchen table, and Banks said, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Lash pulled a boner. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Yeah. He wouldn't know a boner from a pork chop.
Yeah.
Anyway. But you do me the favor. I'm not looking for glory, Ray. I'm too fucking old. You know?
Right.
My time is gone. But I still like to sit down with the young guys and rap out a few. Anybody would.
For memories, yeah.
Joe Stacy even slipped before he died.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody slips. You don't get much better when you get older.
No.
At a certain point you improve, then you start.
And then you start falling, yeah.
But fucking Banks wouldn't shine my shoes, or yours should see. But when you see him, say, hey, let me tell you something. Ed with the bad hands, all the fucking work he did around that house. Son of a bitch, we picked up 2 boxes and 2 different keys, and we played the shit out of that son of a bitch. All that, tell him.
All that old Yaki.
Old fucking Yaki.
All Dino stuff.
Dino stuff, you know.
In the house, yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, and tell it in front of a lot of people and say, shit, what we didn't do that day.
Yeah, because the guys will be, Lash, you played with Lash?
Yeah, that'll piss him off.
I'm going to do that next time I see him. Because he's coming up supposedly in Zimmy's this year.
Tell him I had 3 different key boxes there, him and I.
We had boxes laying all over.
No, just 3 or 4.
3 or 4
we changed off.
And Lash was playing.
And we were fucking all the motherfucking keys. We put on Magnani tapes.
E-flat,
and then wrapped them right off in harmony. You know? That fucking kills him.
Jeez, yeah.
I hate that son of a bitch. Not that he bum raps me, but he bum rapped Donnie Graylack.
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned Frank. I said, you got to give Frank Barrent. Because
he
nobody
bum rapped Barrent.
Yeah. No, did he? Over
there?
Yeah.
He doesn't think much of Barrent.
No, he says, oh, he plays a fucking dead box.
Right, exactly. Dead box.
Yeah.
Dead box. Mechanical man.
The kid runs around too fucking much. That's no good for polkas. Donnie Graylack with too much shit in his cunt is sitting there. She says, yeah, we heard him last time. All that crap over there. We didn't like him at all.
You're right. And then now Erickson. He's complaining about Erickson
but
too.
You know what he did? He called me up once, that son of a bitch. He called me 3 weeks ago and he talked for 2 hours.
Thanks.
2 hours. Then he told everybody, I'm never going to call Lash again. He said, I got a fucking bill. He said, geez, that fucking phone bill I got. He's got to call me next time. He's like, I'm going to call him shit.
Right.
But he says, he says, Erickson was around. He said, he couldn't hold a fucking candle to you. He says, he can't play out here.
Uh-huh.
I says, he don't have the style of playing Pulaski. Well, Hank Jacobs, somebody told me now. I wasn't The guy says, it's a Hank, your style wouldn't, you couldn't play in Pulaski. Hank says, I wouldn't fucking want to play in Pulaski.
Yeah, right. Somebody's telling me that too.
So when they asked me to play out there, Banks says, Harold Otto will book, how much? $20 tonight. I said, $20. I says, I can find it by the curbstone in front of the house.
Right,
$20.
Jesus Christ. And it's what some guy was telling me, you can't play American, you're going to be killed over there. They went all Dino and Pulaski. They went Dino.
You know what they do? They play about 8 polkas straight.
Oh, the joke. That doesn't even make sense for the dancers. You're supposed to pay 2 polkas a waltz.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake.
That's the way we did it. Play the
That's
polka,
right.
play the waltz.
That's the way it's supposed to be for the dancers. I'm a dancer too. My wife and I used to be dancing together. You don't play 8 polkas in a row. What the fuck is that?
But when you get drunk at the bar...
They want this all night.
I went to see Little Wally, and I talked to all these guys. I used to say, but now I don't want to bum rap because somebody else can bum rap to get away. But if I say it, then Lash is jealous.
Right.
But today's polka bands, most of them, Little Richard, naming one.
Yeah. Blazonczyk.
If you, Blazonczyk already a little country western.
Right, he is.
But
Richard.
I told you, don't agree with me.
No.
If you've got a point, stick with your point.
Go ahead.
But Little Richard, Little Wally, if you play 60 fucking songs in a library, that's all you need. That's all they're doing.
That's all they got is 60. I know it. I got all the music at home.
Yeah, that's all they're playing. I don't even know how I'm making it 60.
He's got about 60.
Yeah, you play a 4-hour job.
That's right, and that's all he needs. And he says the same thing, next job, the same shit.
Every fucking week, every year, for years.
I'll tell you, it's hurting Frankie as a player. Frankie's not playing nothing else.
He's playing it. You know, I like Frankie.
Yeah.
But his old man is pissed on me. He must have not called for 8 or 10 months.
Is that right? A whole year almost.
I know what it is.
What?
He's always trying to sell me on Frankie. And I tell him, listen, if you took Frankie and Mug out of that band, there ain't shit left.
That's exactly right. There isn't.
I says, in fact, if you take Frankie out,
there ain't nothing.
There ain't nothing.
The box is doing everything, right?
Because that box is, and I says, he covers up good and this and that. I says, but Frank, he says, yeah, well, then he says, well, you know, how do people like you, Ed? You're so great, Joe Stacy. Then he'll come back and you say, but he says, do you think Joe Stacy could do what Frankie does? I said, listen.
My dad said he could turn Frankie backward,
Yeah,
and it has nothing to do with it.
It was a different style.
And a different time.
A different era that we played in. And Joe, I went to listen for 14 goddamn years at Gus Stroinen's.
Yeah, right.
Sonny will tell you.
My uncle was there, yeah.
Never get tired. Never get tired of Joe. Never. Fucking beat was there.
And I'll tell you right now, even Butchko and I myself said, we're fucking tired of hearing Barant. That's all you hear is the same shit like you were telling me.
He said that too?
Ronnie said, I don't want to hear Frankie, same shit. And then Ronnie likes Dino, and you could see Ronnie says, I don't want to hear that all the time.
But Ronnie will never give me a plug neither.
Ronnie, he won't.
He won't give me a plug.
But then Rika, But the thing Ronnie doesn't like it, Frankie does, that treble. He says, I don't want to hear that squeaky shit. That's one thing Ronnie's got is he likes it mellow.
Yeah.
Ronnie said, I don't want that squeaky shit. That's all Frankie's got is that squeaky stuff.
They all do that in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Millie, all them guys with the treble. I told them guys, I said, at Carpex, I said, if it was me, George, because he wanted to build a box and put my name on it, Carpex. So I'll give you
the Eddie Lash model.
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt Wally, Kettlebaski, or the old man.
Oh, yeah, you're talking enemies.
But I says, if I built an amp, I wouldn't put a fucking treble on there.
Just keep it medium.
That's all. So why?
I
says, the only time I ever used it, I played in a couple of classy motels in Wilmette, and I had to go down the basement.
To push it, yeah.
And fucking long gowns everybody had, and tuxedos, and me with the concert, rain like a motherfucker, and I had to walk half a block from the big parking lot, soaking wet. Make 2 trips. When I got there, the rugs were this thick, and they had these fucking murals made out of carpeting.
So no sound, the sound was trapped.
I had this fucking amp. I had to crank up the treble, and it was very irritating.
Yeah.
But I figured, fuck it. So then I cut it back, and I started to play real soft. And they're dancing. They said, oh, we can't hardly hear you. I just stop talking.
That's right. Stop talking and listen to the music.
I'm pushing my ass off,
like
and you people are all clacking. I said, you want to dance? Dance.
That's right.
Oh, they looked at me like I'm a big prick,
Now, tell me, you want to dance or you want to talk?
Talk to the boss over. He come over. He says, well, he knew me. What's the matter? The fuck? I says, they're shouting and screaming. I says, they got all these goddamn rugs. I got this thing cranked up, blowing tubes. And they're saying we can't. I just tell them to shut up. He laughed. He says, well, fuck. Yeah, that's what he says, fucking.
That's right. That's people talking. You got to crank it up. But all these bands are cranking it up. There's one thing good about Ronnie, though. He keeps the treble down to nothing almost. Ronnie, he's got a good
There's no
ear.
treble on here at all.
But you see, frickin' Frankie's got it all the way once, so much that woo, 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 you know. Oh,
didn't you tell him once and he said...
He don't fucking listen. Ronnie said, turn that treble down. Fucking leave my amp alone.
Is that what he said?
Leave my amp alone, yeah. Frankie, leave it alone.
Oh.
That's the way I want it to cut.
Cut?
Ronnie said, cut, you're gonna fucking cause an earache on that, you know, kill us. He's got it, Frankie, and a reverb all the way on with the reverb.
And they want all high pinging boxes.
And I never saw Frankie ever have the switch on master. He's got it on triple all day. Yeah. That triple tone.
Did you ever watch him play the bass?
Frankie? Yeah, a little bit. Not,
Did you ever
he's
notice
not good on the bass. Did I ever notice any trend?
Yeah, anything on the
Yeah,
bass?
he's not changing from 5 and 10. He's staying at that 5, 5,
yeah, but
5.
he's not using the little finger.
He's using just the...
Just these 4, these 3.
That's it?
He plays it like this. So this is...
That's right.
Maybe he changed in the years.
No, he's not. He's doing the same thing.
Watch that.
Frankie's got a nice... And if the old man wants you to say, oh, how good Frankie is.
No, that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah, right.
So he's
Frank was on the phone saying, oh, Eddie, everybody loves you, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, it was over here too, but over the phone he did. But he was sitting in, this was Joe Stacy. I said, well, Frank, Joe Stacy, if you wanted to play licks, I said, they weren't doing that so much that day. They were playing clean stuff, and Joe had a tempo and all that, and the quality, the maturity. I says, but as far as speed, there ain't a fucking guy in the world that holds a candle to Hank Jacobs.
Yeah.
Holy Christ.
And
when
Frank
I
all of a
said
sudden,
that,
what?
Oh, that's turned him off. He didn't say nothing.
Oh, he thinks Frankie's...
But I said it too many times, and it sort of turned him off against me.
And so never called again.
Fuck him, I tell him the truth.
That's right, what you feel. They're ready to take the Hank Jacobs.
Hank plays with his whole hand in here like this.
Jeez.
And he chords like
like Merrick with that double.
And Stanley Nowicki played with the whole hand in like this.
Is that right? I never noticed him because I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. He could pyramid the shit out of his keyboard. You see, he wasn't constrained like we are.
That's right.
Now, he bent this handle over a little bit.
Yeah, and
so
push it back.
Yeah.
So he can get in.
I played it, he explained it to me. See, I knew Stanley when he was perfectly good with the eyes.
Is that right?
He could see me from here to the fucking displays. He could see me. But the sugar ate up his eyes.
Right.
But he showed me how that worked, and I played the shit out of it. And Stanley was he never swore.
Is that right?
Never.
Very well.
And he was pretty tall.
He was a tall man.
Bald-headed and tall. He liked his beer, but he didn't overdo it. And then he said, fucking beer killed him. I said, you're full of shit. I said, he's 65, he had fucking diabetes when he was 18, 19
That's right.
years
He had diabetes all his life.
And it ate him up, and he lasted to 65. Poor guy gets lost when he get out of the house and walk on the lawn. He couldn't find the fucking house.
Too bad.
You know, neighbors had to take him back.
Right.
And she found him on the couch. He was dead, his wife.
Is that right?
Yeah. But I sat in with Stanley and me at his house, at the gas station by Gene Seach, and he even said, he says, Eddie, now Max and Hank would say, yeah, Max is pretty good at it. They would not crow about something. Now they're running the fucking Cat Lebowski every other week. Because Karpik's gone.
That's right, they're running to him.
And they don't know who, and Wally's a soft touch.
Wally is a soft touch, too, so I told Wally, you gotta start tightening up on these
Hank
guys.
And Max was here.
Yeah, that's Wally.
Yeah, and Hank, where's Lash, Max would say. The next time Hank said, where the heck's Lash at? Lash is at home, he works around the house and plays it. Does he play? And
he's not
then he goes out he goes out to the track a lot, and he gave up playing 20 years ago. Oh, we thought he could. What the fuck? I'm supposed to be there?
He's living at Wally's house.
No, when they're by Wally, they won't pick up the phone and call me.
You're right. You think that they'd say, hey, why? They're jealous.
There's a jealousy.
There's a jealousy streak. Yeah.
And I always tell the guys who I think is good. Tom Smiley was great. Benny Carter. Tom Smiley died. Benny Cherry. Huh?
Never heard of him.
Tom Smiley. Very good. 3-finger player. Damn.
Is that right?
Oh,
where do you take lessons from, Joe?
Oh, no, that's Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee player before Stanley's
Benny
time.
Cherry died from blues. He was Wisniewski, terrific on the concertina. Benny Carter was a combination of Hank and Max together.
Is that right?
When he got through a box, it was like mine. He played every fucking button.
You were telling me, loose as a goose, right?
Loose as a goose.
Jesus.
It just, It flopped like this on the fucking counter. But airtight.
Man,
boy,
man.
Strong short guy.
Yeah, right.
Ball-headed like Kojak.
How was, everybody tells me about, who's the guy on the south side that's supposed to be one of the best, could make Stacy roll in his grave, small mustache, short guy. What the hell was his name? Adolf.
Erzman?
Yeah, they're saying he was one of the greatest players, better than, I've had story, because I don't know the guy.
Who told you that?
Who was telling me this? I'm trying to think. Who was always pushing that guy? Adolf was one of the greatest box players that has ever. He's still living, right?
Yeah.
They said he's better than Joe. I think I think Rika was even telling me, good player, Adolf.
Well, he was a nice player, yes.
But they're saying he made rings around Joe. I said, who was it? Adolf,
No way.
I don't know it. I hear that kind of crap. That's why I wanted to hear it from you.
E-H.
Adolf.
E-R.
Right.
S-S-M-A-N. Erzman.
Erzman.
A little bit German, a little bit.
Didn't he play for a radio station or something too, down there?
Little
But they
bit,
said the guy had it all over Maxie King and Stacy and Lash.
No way.
Any key he could play and all this.
His daughter, little girl, when she came in the star with Adolf, he's short little shit.
I don't know who told me this, but somebody was.
And
Adolf.
he never played when I was in there.
Right.
And then I played, and this little girl come up and grabbed me by saying,
Eddie.
"Oh, Mr. Lash."
Mr. Lash.
Yeah. You're good, but my daddy's number one, which I like. My daddy's
one of
number
these
one.
guys again, like Banks, the greatest in the world.
He's the best, and you're second best. Well, a little girl, 6, 7 years old.
But see, it's up here, and some guy.
She's proud of her dad.
It's another Shima guy, probably. I think that was.
Well, now when John Plebanek died, Wally gave me a record, and made a nice record.
Plebanek, yeah.
He played the Yaki Doc. He played a little English.
Right.
But all of a sudden, just before he died, Johnny was a nice guy. We got along.
Uh-huh.
I know him from the 30s. When he come by Wally and he gave him a tape or something, did he write something on it? He says, Johnny Plebanek, number one, the greatest. Now, he was never rated.
That's right.
Shima was never even mentioned amongst concertina players. Never.
But his box is sitting in the Hall of Fame, in the Polka Hall of Fame, like the greatest concertina player that ever lived.
Oh, my God.
They got in that Polka Hall of Fame. Shima's box.
New York or something?
Kedzie, 4400 Kedzie, the IPA Hall of Fame, Shima's box.
Jesus Christ.
The greatest box player, I'm telling you.
I was the guinea pig to get my fucking name on the shits to make them shitty records. I made the 3 of them.
No, wait, it wouldn't be the records, though. You were the only guy that was good.
What happened, like Lenny says, when you made the fucking records, everybody was going in the attic and pulling out their grandfathers, and the orders started to come in the star like a son of a bitch. Ever since we heard Lash's record, we're back to playing.
Yeah.
They got hundreds of fucking letters, but they don't tell you that today.
But they are. I tell you, the records did. Every guy I got Lash's record. Yeah, I got Lash's record.
So I get fucking bum rap, but I was in Mexico at the time. And Wally's calling the shit out of my number, talking to my mother. Well, he talked good Polish. My mom was from Poland. I'm talking with him.
Uh-huh.
And you want another soda?
No, that's fine.
And you want some candy?
No.
So,
a little later, I want to call the missus that, if you don't mind. Tell her I'm here.
Yeah.
She doesn't know where I'm in. She knows I'm here.
No, we're going to hang up before long anyway. So I won't keep
one more number to get her, Ed.
All right. And I says, I get home, and sure enough, he called.
Wally?
He called in the morning. I told him he'd be home in the afternoon. So he called in the evening. He says, Ed, I want to try something. Now, Wally played at Lucky Stop, and the guy behind the bar was his guardian because he was underage. And I played next door. Frank Parent was a switchman for the railroad, and he sat up in the tower and he fucking write music no matter where he worked. As a security guard, he wrote music all night.
Junior's doing the same fucking thing now.
Same fucking thing. He's working as a janitor.
Well, same thing all night. No work. I work for a living, pulling teeth, for Christ's sake.
All right, so...
I even tell that. I say that to Frank. I told it in front of him. I told Ronnie. I said, Frank, we were at the bar. I said, I didn't say this facetiously or something, really bad to him. I said, I would have been 10 times better if I didn't have to go to college and dental school and nothing, I'd be playing rings around everybody around here. And Frankie just looking up like, I didn't say Frankie better than you. I just would say, I have no time to practice.
Well, when I talked about these great players, accordion, and Steve says, well, what the fuck had you worked in the boiler room shoveling coal for Christ's sake? Fucking coal, get the ash out, big fucking slice bar from here, and I that big around, my balls fell out when I started poking them fucking fires. Boiler 6 stories high.
I don't have time, maybe 1 hour a week to play this.
I come home, I was so fucking strong, I picked this thing up here with one hand like this.
Jesus.
Oh, I was fucking powerful, 160 pounds like dynamite.
Like a rock, yeah. But Barank sitting there in the tower.
Yeah. So what the hell was I going to get back?
We were talking about Barank was next door, Wally, about calling up.
Yeah, so Brian says, would you take my place for a couple of weekends? Well, I went to 6 months, and then I started drinking like a fish. It was a little slow.
And everybody's...
The bartender says, Ed, fuck it. Put the box down, sit at the bar, and we'll tell stories. He put the quartz down there, him and I went back. So I quit him. I says...
This is too much.
Frank Kwok. He had a neon sign business, and then the tavern, he liked concertina and stuff like that. But I played mostly English there, too. I was the only guy in the division playing English. Everybody polka, yeah. Everybody Shiva Coin Kia D. Every fucking one of them.
Yeah, right.
Them high piercing tones. I went in and I said, geez, I got to go hear some Dixie bands. This is fucking shit.
Right.
Wally used to come in every break, sneak in the back door and get a little, it had a little glass. I think it was his own glass, that big. Little Bernie. Make off, he's watching me, listening, sucking beer.
Yeah.
The big idol was Zima.
Right. Zima.
There was no Zima when I played in the fucking woods. You see, there's a woods out here across the street.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, right here. So I played down in a hollow, Sleepy Hollow over here. Forest Glen Woods down there.
Right, Forest Glen Woods.
I played there in 1933, 34, 35.
No Zima then.
No Zima was around. He wasn't even born, I don't think.
No.
Even
he wasn't.
I sat with me and Blazonczyk sat at the IPA, and he started, I think, in 53.
Is that right? That
late?
Late?
Yeah.
Shit. Right after, about that time, early 50s.
53. I says, Eddie, 20 years ago
50s,
I was.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, he came in there and he watched me, and then he called at home. He says, I want to try something and make a couple of LPs with you on a concert.
And that was the way it started?
Yeah, that's the way it started. I got a flat $100, not a fucking dime over. And I got fuck royalty.
I thought everybody's telling me Lash got royalties.
Nah, shit. But I got 50 or $100 LPs and I never sent him the check. Then he wrote me a check years later when he was divorced in Florida. Ed, could we square up? I didn't even take my fucking hat off. I sat down. I said, you son of a bitch, fucking lousy $100, and you were selling by the thousands of my records in Milwaukee because Zuckerka told me, Henry.
Yeah.
He said, I shouldn't tell you because he was an agent.
Henry
Zuckerka told me, I appreciate what you're doing with the concertina, and you're outselling Little Wally 3-4 to 1 in Milwaukee and Wisconsin.
Holy mackerel!
I says, Henry, it's a compliment. I cannot believe that.
3-4 to right.
He says, yeah, because there's all nothing but concertina and accordion and button accordion.
What would Wally tell you? They're not selling it.
They don't say shit.
That's right, because the records and he's making money.
But that's the story. And
so you got guinea pig.
I says, then Wally, why don't you get the fabulous Shima? You know what he told me? Oh, fuck, he can't play. Wally told me.
Oh.
He says, he's all right with the band to back him up.
Right,
but he can't do it solo.
Obviously, yeah.
So the thing is, when you ever hear a guy, I don't care who it is, Little Richard from that, he's playing pretty clean. You can't hear no bass, though.
Yeah, right, no bass.
You hear him singing, and you hear that.
Yeah.
So now if you hear a guy play Shiva Coin on an LP, goes, and then they say, boy, the fucking guy's a
terrific.
Smash hit.
Stachinsky, terrific.
Yeah. Oh,
another guy.
Did you ever see him?
No, I just heard the albums. What a fucking joke. Junk.
You want to get a...
You are. How is that guy? Pulaski special.
You don't say Pulaski, you say Pula.
Pulaski, yeah.
Pulaski.
Pulaski. Right. Pulaski. Kind of weird. Is he does he speak Polish or what?
He's a rangy, so yeah.
Pulaski is a polka. Yeah, he's got a weird sound.
Fucking farmer, he was raising cattle for a long time.
You're kidding.
His wife stuck it in his ass.
A farmer?
Mike Ribba's another guy. I went to
Ribba, yeah.
I went to
Hey, don't mention that. Butchko loves Ribba.
Listen, he plays with a fucking quart in the case. Right on the stage. And Shima to him is the greatest.
You're kidding.
But he invited me and bring a guest. So who the fuck? I wasn't going out with
I
some
Ribba.
So I took Ozzie Harris. Ozzie pissed in his pants. He had such a good time. He says, I says, that fucking farm you got there in Michigan, you don't have a good time in that town like here. Oh, he says, fuck, I never had a time like I had here. Home cooked meals, farmers brought in all the fucking groceries.
Women.
Carrots.
Are you serious?
Potatoes, everything from the farm, fresh, cooked right there.
Wow.
They're taking the veil off.
Yeah.
Reba's trying to play, let me call you sweet. You got a high sound, he's going. And he's looking at the body. He's got his foot up on the case and he says, now you don't think I'm standing by the stage on an angle watching him. He don't see me, but he's got the booze in him. Oh, there's this play for these fingers, you know.
Yeah.
That fucker's using the wrong chord and oh, Jesus Christ.
Playing pretty good, yeah.
But you know, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
So he gives me a big hug. He's a little shit.
Yeah, right, I heard.
He looked like a little Eddie Shima. He had that curly, wavy hair. I wish I had his fucking hair. He's got a good head of hair.
Yeah.
So he comes down and says, Lash, how was it there? And you know, for a guy to invite me to go to a nice wedding, Ozzie and I threw in 20 apiece.
Right.
Which for our time was all right for that time. And his wife divorced him, and you know, and his daughter got killed in a bad. Oh,
you're kidding.
She was cleaning my room that morning.
You're kidding.
Very shy, but a beautiful, pretty blonde, about 18 years old. And I says goodbye to her. I think she was afraid, you know, in a motel somebody's going to try to bang her.
Yeah.
And she was with the judge's brother's 2 daughters or something. I forget the guy's name.
Yeah.
He was a millionaire that had his fingers blown off when Banks went out to his 4th of July party. And about 10:30 at night, they were playing Dick Rogers, Banks, and a couple of guys. Nancy on Halowinski on a clarinet, the drummer. This guy lit off a M80 or something.
You're kidding.
And the fucker blew in his hand and knocked his fingers out. But can't
Bring it.
got a signature on
Put your box in channel 1 here.